Hello students, in this video lecture we are going to see the working as well as the construction of geothermal power plant. Now as the name itself indicates that this is the power generation system which is associated with geothermal, that is associated with our earth. The term geothermal comes from the Greek geo meaning earth. That is the meaning of this one. Now here a very important thing is that whatever is included in this, I'm just speaking about that one, that whatever the heat which is inside the earth core is generally utilized for the generation of electricity. Now here, why this heat is available one inside this earth core? That is due to the various radioactive reactions, due to the availability of uranium, thorium, such a kind of radioactive materials inside the earth core, and which is continuously generating some amount of heat inside the earth core, and that can be utilized one, that can be available one, which in turn leads to have the formation of magma, which is giving some certain kind of iron core or ores, okay, and which are having the melted rocks called okay, which is nothing but the magma, okay, that kind of things are continuously going on inside the earth crust, you can say. Now uh, this heat can be utilized in proper manner, so it is somewhat difficult task because it is very difficult one to harness this energy. But if at all, by having certain excavation and finding out this particular hot, you can say, spots which are available one inside the earth core, that can be done, okay, that can be available one inside the oceans as well as at various long distances in the deep of the earth. It is very difficult one, but it can be available one, and that is the main thing which is useful one in such a kind of thermal power plant, a geothermal power plant. Again here the same thing is explained. I'm not going to the details of this one, that see the 5000 degrees Celsius temperatures is also available one at certain locations, and you just imagine that how it can be possible one, because of 5000 degrees Celsius is a very huge temperature, and we can just cannot imagine that how it can be used one, how it can be harnessed one. So in this case, 5 to 20 kilometers beneath the earth's surface, where we can have the release of such a kind of heat, which is hydrological convection, which forms the high temperature geothermal systems, which are it may be 5 to 20 kilometer, but you can such a kind of things which can find it out as far as half kilometer to 3 kilometer area from the earth's surface. Now this heat is continuously flowing from the earth's interior part, which travels primarily by conduction, which is equivalent to 42 million megawatt. Actually it is million megawatt, it is not only the megawatt, 42 million megawatt, and which can be harnessed in proper manner, which is a very very important one. But it is again somewhat difficult task, but still the researchers as well as the engineers are try to doing it. Some power plants are also set it up in some of the foreign countries. Now this is a simple explanation which will be giving you the idea as far as how the working of geothermal power plant can take place. This is about the simple geothermal and this is binary geothermal. Now there is a slight difference between these two. We will just try to look at this particular point, that how this solar power plant, thermal power plant can be working. Now here in this case, what happens, you just see here, this is the earth, this is the upper surface as far as the of the ground, and these are the veils, okay, these are the veils which are available inside this earth structure, okay, production veil, you can see this is the production veil, This is the geothermal zone, wherever such a kind of temperatures are available, one maybe ranging from 500 degrees Celsius to 3000 degree Celsius. But here the 3000 degrees Celsius is at very lower depth, a very means at higher depth you can say. And here you can get 200, 300, 400 degrees Celsius, so that, or maybe more than that one, so that this particular whatever the if some water is coming inside this particular thing, then that hot water, okay, that hot water can be bring out here. That hot water can be bring at this particular junction, and here whatever the that particular it will be mixed it will be coming out, and it will be converted into steam. So that steam wells you can say, these are on not only the water or hot water wells, but whatever the steam which is available here, that means the water, whatever the water which is available when inside the earth crust, that can be heated up inside the earth crust only, and it will be the whatever the steam which will be available here, that can be extracted, and directly its pressure as well as temperature can be increased one, and it is supplied to this turbine. Now, whenever it will be passing over the turbine blades, again the same thing happens. It will give away its energy to the for the rotation of the turbine blades whenever it is passing through the turbine blades, and the shaft on which these turbine blades are mounted is rotated one, converted into its kinetic energy, or you can say the mechanical energy. Kinetic energy will be converted into mechanical energy in turn, to which the generator is coupled, and which is giving away the electricity for the destination purpose. Again, whenever the steam is coming out through this turbine by doing its work on the turbine blades, it will be again having a lower pressure as well as lower, you can say, the somewhat lower temperature as compared to the earlier location, and then it is passed out through this condenser. Again its condensation takes place, whatever the condensate which is formed here, that can be again extracted, passing through the cooling tower, and again it will be again going not to this steam or boiler, it will be again going to the earth, or you can say crust, so that it will be again mixed to that particular temperature zone wherever the higher amount of temperature is available one, and the another whatever the water which is available one, which will be coming to this particular again the means hot, not only the water, the steam well through which steam can be taken out, that whole process is continuously going on, and you will be getting the same kind of whatever the process is, whatever I have explained it earlier one. So in this way this simple geothermal power plant is working. Now here you just, it has been written there that water under pressure is separated in surface vessel. This is a steam separator actually. That means what here, steam and hot water called brine in the accompanying image. Here it is written in accompanying image that hot water, whatever the steam which is formed here, that will be taken away, but whatever the hot water which is available one, with the help of this channel, it can be passed through that particular injection well, through which that can be injected inside the earth crust, and which will be available one at any location, so that it can be heated up and it will be converted into steam, and the steam will be available here. So in this way it will be required one to inject that liquid back into the reservoir for the reheating purpose. So this is a simple geothermal power plant. In another case, binary geothermal power plant here. The another important thing is that here the two things are available one, that is, instead of here in this case what is happening, whatever the steam which is coming out, that can be converted or that can be utilized one for running the turbines. But here in this case, this is the one circuit through which whatever the hot steam as well as the hot water which is available from the earth crust, that can be recirculated in continuous manner. And here the another liquid which is which can be vaporized as well as which can be used for running the turbines, which will be available one here, and which takes away the heat from this primary cooler, or you can see the primary fluid which is flowing through this one, which is a hot one. This takes away the heat from this hot fluid. This will be converted into the whatever the steam or in a vaporized form, which will run these turbines. Already I have explained you how the turbines can be rotated. In turn, whenever this is passing through these turbines, it give away its means it will be a high pressurized steam, you can say here, which will be rotating the turbine blades. In turn, whatever the shaft on which the turbine blades are mounted is rotated, which in turn rotates the generator and give away the electricity. And after this one, after leaving the turbine, you can say after the exit from the turbine, it will be having again some lower pressure. But here it is not necessary to again means here no exchange of liquid, that conversion of steam into condensate, and then its extraction is shown here. Again it will be again recirculated when again it is coming into this contact of the hot water or whatever the steam which is coming away from the earth's crust, and the same cycle is repeated again and again. So second, liquid flashes to vapor and drives the turbine here in these cases. As far as uh, okay, it is not necessary that it may it will be a uh, water. It may be means you can run the gas turbines also with the help of this one. That is the only concept. But generally, it is the steam, that is the water is used one. But you can run that. That is the concept. Once used, the geothermal water is pumped back into the reservoir. That already I have told you. This process will be continuously going on. After giving away the heat with the help of this primary, you can say fluid, this will be gets heated up, converted into its vapor form, or you can say converted into steam, and this turbine will be rotated, and we will get the electricity that already have explained you. This whole thing repeats again and again. So this is all about this two kinds. This is the very important figure which will give you the idea that how the solar means the geothermal power plant is working. This is the another one. You can just try to remember that what is the main difference as far as this one and this one is considered one. Here the another primary fluid which is used one, that is for therefore it is known as binary, because here this circuit contains one fluid, and here the another fluid is used one which will be converted into its vaporized form or steam form. Okay, so I think this is very clear. Whatever the references we have used in the earlier solar thermal power plant, the same are used for this one also. So right now we will stop here, and we will move to the next video after this one. So thank you very much.